US 141. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna be far up north today. Because we're talking about US 141, which is a 3-digit US highway of US 41. So it starts south of Green Bay and it goes to Michigan, Upper Peninsula near Marquette. You're watching Super Reviews. If you guys aren't subbed, please sub. And at 1,000 subs, we're opening up a Discord server. Yeah, I've been mentioning this for a while. We're almost there. We're at 745 as of now. So come on. If you could request your exit or intersection and comments, it's free. The future highways are on the community tab. And we got 269 in Memphis. Ooh, Memphis. Elvis. That's on Monday though. Looking forward to that. And we will start with northbound US 141. So the start of 141 is off of I-43 near Green Bay, where we get 141 for Bellevue and Kewanee, which makes sense because downtown Green Bay I think would be faster than on 43. And we're going to be turning right on Dutchman Road. If you want to turn left, you would get to Perry. And 141 will turn right here. It says 2, even though Google Maps says this is 141 here. And 141 will turn left for Green Bay and Kewanee. Kewanee is for Wisconsin 29, which is, I think, is freeway the whole way. And here's Wisconsin 29, and it has a US 41 and Florida treatment right here. And we get a cool one-liner. Green Bay 5, and this is what we talked about in US 1 video. Why is Wisconsin 29 first building? And we can see I-43 over there with the 172 junction and 241, the Green Bay Airport. And 29 and 141 are now assigned for Main Street instead of downtown. Well, we're kind of downtown at this point. And we made it to downtown Green Bay, basically right away. Looks like a pretty nice city over here. And we are also on alternate 43, and there's no control cities in Green Bay itself. And we will turn right, and this is apparently alt 43. Why didn't they just name this business 43 then? And we are on another roundabout, lots of roundabouts in Green Bay, and we're getting 141 north for Velp Avenue. And we are meeting I-41 south for Appleton, and we're going to turn right to get on 41 and 141, US 41 here. And for US 41 spawns as for Interstate 41, then we're also concurrent with 141. And at this exit, we're still assigned for nothing. So I'm gonna have to look at an interchange and see what we get. Alright, so we're getting South Green Bay, north from Maryland and Iron Mountain, which are the correct choices. And on the mileage side, we have Alcono 25, Marinette 45, Iron Mountain 94. So technically, Iron Mountain's our primary here. See, at interchanges, it applies to Green Bay, Marinette, Iron Mountain, which are the correct choices for up here in northern Wisconsin. And we see we get this weird rest area, which is kind of like the Atlantic City Turnpike with just nothing. And then we get our split of 141 for Crivets and Iron Mountain, and we're going to Oconee. Crivets and Iron Mountain. Alright, we are now in Crivets 32, Niagara 72, and Iron Mountain 76. So that's a perfect mile sign there. And at random interchange, we're getting Oconee Falls, and Crivets is our primary. Why Crivets? Crivets has like 600 people. But Crivets is just a one-off, so we have Iron Mountain now as our primary. Better than Crivets. And at that exit, it is a cool water plant. I believe we're near Crivets, I think. We're in Coleman 7, Crivets 19, Iron Mountain 64. Iron Mountain's in Michigan, not in Wisconsin, so that's good. And then we're getting Klondike. I wonder if that's where we get our Klondike bars. And we're still heading towards Iron Mountain here. On the way up to Iron Mountain, we get this halfway between Equator and North Pole. I believe that's the reason why we're signing Crivets, I think. And we have our middle inlet. It's also unincorporated. That's a little weird. And we are getting Pembine and Iron Mountain. And then Marinette is for Wisconsin 180, which will take you back to US 41. And we were meeting US 8 heading over to Goodman, and we're now signed for Iron Mountain in Norway for US 8 coming up. And we're getting Dill Drive. Is that where we get our dill pickles or something here in Michigan? No, Wisconsin. And we're splitting with US 8 for Norway, and we're still heading towards the Iron Mountain coming up. And we crossed the Menominee River, and we're going to be heading into Michigan coming up. And welcome to Michigan. This is our 5th time in Michigan. Michigan has been a state that we've spent most time in, so good job, Michigan. And we're meeting US 2 basically right away, just going to Norway and Escanaba, and 141 is going to Iron Mountain with US 2. And we get to Iron Mountain right away with our concurrency with US 2. And we are now signed for Florence, which is actually in Wisconsin, not in Michigan. There's a weird brief section in Wisconsin before we go back to Michigan. And here's that Wisconsin sign. I guess we don't need a welcome to Wisconsin sign or something. And in this short section in Wisconsin, it is pretty nice with this fall foliage out here. It's pretty nice. And we are now signed for Crystal Falls. That should definitely be something else. That was like 800 people. And we go back to Michigan. And we'll stay in Michigan for the rest of northbound 141. There's no weird Wisconsin sections. And we're now signed for Massa. 2's going to Iron River. I think 141 should have been signed for Iron River out of Iron Mountain. And we're getting Lance as our primary 55. Both of those are bad choices. I go for something else. And we pass this lake. I think it's like a Great Lake. Don't know the actual lake name. And here's a Massa. Population like 400. Why would you sign that? I'd go Marquette personally. And we are meeting Michigan 28 for Wakefield, and we're turning right for Lance and Marquette. Yeah, Marquette I think would be the best choice. And then Baraga 21, Marquette 59. So good job, Michigan. And we're ending here at US 41 for Barbara and Holton for north and Marquette for south. And here's our split. There's no 141 end sign, we just have this 41. Michigan 28 will also turn right to stay at 41 south. Alright, let's turn around and go southbound on 141. So 41 north is signed for Barga and Houghton, and we're turning left for Wakefield and Duluth, which I said in the 41 video was awesome. It's an insane good choice. And here's our reassurance shields with South 141 and West Michigan 28. And on the mileage side, we get Bruce Crossing and Crystal Falls at 38, Wakefield 78. Come on, you got Duluth. Get rid of Bruce Crossing and put Duluth. And in Michigan 28 splits for Wakefield, and we're turning left for Crystal Falls and Iron Mountain. Feel Green Bay should be on there. We're getting Crystal Falls 35, Iron Mountain 64. I would prefer seeing Iron Mountain in Green Bay, personally. And we're getting Iron River. This is 638, I believe. This state route is. And we're meeting US 2 for Ironwood and Iron Mountain. Return left for Iron Mountain. And we're getting Crystal Falls 1. We're basically already there. So just do Iron Mountain 30, Green Bay like 140 something. And here's a look at downtown Crystal Falls. Looks like a nice town. But as I said, yeah, it's like 900 people. We're getting Florence 13 and Iron Mountain 28. And we are now going into our brief section in Wisconsin for just a little bit, like maybe like 5 miles at least. At the short Wisconsin section, there's no real control cities, but I would prefer seeing Iron Mountain or Green Bay for south. And we get Iron Mountain as a one-liner. I would say Green Bay, but Iron Mountain is the correct choice because at that junction I showed you, it's faster to take that road to Green Bay. And we'll be back in Michigan, and this is the last time we'll be in Michigan in this video. And we now have Iron Mountain, and for our direction, Florence for the other direction where we just came from. And we're getting Iron Mountain 3, Escanaba 55, so people will be thinking that you'll be staying on US 2 according to MDOT. And here's downtown Iron Mountain as we skirt right into it. And we will turn right on 141, and we are finally signed for Green Bay after all this time. Finally, Michigan. But let's see what we get now. Niagara 3. Really, as a one-liner, it's literally the first city that you go into in Wisconsin. No, it should be something else. And we are coming into Wisconsin, into Marinette County, so a different county than we were in that brief section. And here is Niagara, Wisconsin. I'm not signed to Niagara at all because people will think Niagara Falls because this is the Great Lakes area. And to the left, we could actually see Michigan. So we're still parallel to Michigan for still a little bit. And we're reading US 8 for Norway, and we're concurrent with 8 West for Green Bay. Well done. And we're getting Wasaki 27, Rhinelander 86, a suburb of Green Bay, and Green Bay 87. Alright. Swing with US 8 for Goodman, and we're now signed for Crivets again, and Green Bay. I feel like Green Bay could do the job. And we are going through some nice scenery on 141 South going on here. And we are getting Pembine and Iron Mountain for North and Green Bay for South. No Crivets. Alright. Crivets 10, Pound 21, Green Bay 58. Well done. This is a perfect mount sign here. And 141 doesn't go for Crivets itself, but here's a road through Crivets. Again, it has like 600 people, so don't bother signing it as primary. And 141 is going to be a freeway from here on out to Green Bay. And at the first exit, we're assigned for Green Bay. Alright, doing good. Good job, Wisconsin. And we are getting Wisconsin 22 for Okono and Gillette. This would be the exit 2, 41 North. Or you could just go down here, we get 41 North, Okono Marinette, 41 141 South for Green Bay. Good. And on random interchange, we're getting Marinette Iron Mountain for North and Green Bay for South. This is right at the 41 141 split. And we're also concurrent with the Lake Michigan Circle Tour. I was planning on doing that for the Bucks video, but I decided to do 141 because it was too long to do the Beltway. And we start Interstate 41, getting 43 South Milwaukee, and 41 South should be Appleton. But on I-43, we get 41 South Appleton, 41 141 for Marinette Iron Mountain. And we are now signed for 41 141 South Velp Avenue. No downtown, but just for the street we're on. And why not show, here's Lambeau Field where the Packers play, home of the first 2 Super Bowl championships. And here's some looks of downtown Green Bay. I'm going to show a lot of Green Bay here because this is probably going to be our only main Green Bay road video. And we cross this bridge. This is what we started with into downtown Green Bay itself. And we're now signed for Manitowoc, which is good. However, I would prefer Milwaukee because we are ending at I-43, not 29. And we crossed the East River, not New York City's East River. And we still have some construction here in Green Bay. And we cross over I-43. This is not the junction where this Home Depot is, but we'll meet I-43 itself soon. And we have a roundabout for 41 and 29 for Main Street still, so no Manitowoc going on here. And we have our Wisconsin 29 split. We're getting Kewaunee for 29, Denmark Manitowoc for 141. I mean, you're already going the right way to get to the Denmark. And we're going to turn right on 141. There's no 141 mentioned here for 43 and MM. And we're meeting I-43 for Green Bay. And we're getting the pair in Milwaukee for South 43. And there's no 141 end sign here, but we're going to turn left to go on southbound I-43 and head to Milwaukee. And here's where we merge on to I-43 and head to Milwaukee, which is a faster way to Milwaukee from Green Bay instead of taking I-41. And why not show the Bucks Stadium where the Celtics will hopefully destroy the Milwaukee Bucks tomorrow. Alright, let's do the way it should be for US 141. We went both ways, so we'll do 2 of these. North should be downtown Marinette till 41 Sprit, Iron Mountain, Iron River till US 2, Marquette, and Houghton. South should be Duluth, Green Bay till 28, Iron Mountain, Green Bay, Iron Mountain when you meet 70, Green Bay itself, and then Milwaukee winning on 43. Alright, we got 269 in Memphis against Elvis Road on Monday. See you then.